Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to From the Depths and to a Sobek Mark II, which just turned off all of its shields because it's not in a combat situation. It has been a while. Now, for those who have been asking me, and for those who might ask me in the future without checking the comments, the reason why it's been a little while is because I'm aware of some enormous changes that are coming down, and I've not entirely decided how I'm going to deal with these large changes, because they're pretty extensive. There's huge changes to the way the engines work, the way the resources work, such that pretty much every single ship in my entire armada is going to have to be updated, and that's an awful lot of work. I'm undecided as yet, but I am juggling with the idea that it might just be easier for me to go ahead and start a new series, and start from the beginning with all of the big extensive changes all brought in at once. Now, before we get down to any discussions on that, let me go ahead and do what everyone's waiting for, and that is load in our latest ship. Let's bring up the UI. Now, the Thunderchild shall be loaded in at maximum distance. Let's get one or two of you built, shall we? Now that it's being built, a couple of different ships are helping out. Oh, that's fantastic. I approve. We'll wait until it's a little bit more built, and then we will release it. In fact, let's release it now. There we go. You're free to go about your business on your own. It's actually quite useful to have the Sobek Mark II so close to us. But let's reverse a little bit. Let's just get out of the way, shall we? That'll do. That'll be about right there. Okay, now it's going to take a little while for the Thunderchild to be made. And of course, as the first ship of its class created, it will bear the name HMS Thunderchild. However, I do have a couple more people in line. Now, the first, or rather the second ship of the class isn't going to take the name of the namer. That name has been given to the primary AI in the ship. Now, you'll notice that we're going to have quite a lot of shields. The Thunderchild is going to be the most heavily shielded of all the ships I've ever made, and its engine can still accommodate significantly more shields if I really wanted to. Definitely the engines are one of the biggest things that are giving me the itch to start a brand new season of From the Depths from the beginning, because it is going to be such an extensive change to everything, really. There's going to be very few things that aren't affected by this change. That's right. Come on out of the water. Is the Thunderchild set up yet? Thunderchild, turn you on for now. On. I don't want you attacking salvage, thank you. There we go. Is the Thunderchild ready? I think the Thunderchild may actually be ready. Oh no, the main cannons have not yet been fixed. That's fine. We've got a little bit more time. Let's check on the map. We've got a force of only 37 strength heading in. It shouldn't be difficult for us to deal with that, honestly. But there we go. This is the Thunderchild. Now, the Thunderchild, unlike the Sobek, never turns its shields off because it frankly never needs to. It has that much energy. There would be no way of us creating that much energy in the sort of space that I've created it in with the engine differences that are coming in right now. It's a pretty big thing. But, as you can see, the Thunderchild actually has a double shield system. Every shield has a twin, just slightly beneath it, or overlapping it completely in the case of the ones that are right on top, just because of the symmetry issues. But these ones have an outer shield and an inner shield. Just to, help out. If it gets through the first shield, it has to get through the second one still, and it might not. But the Thunderchild has crazy amounts of power. We could easily clad this in 4 or 5 thick layers of shield if we really wanted to, and it's quite possible for us to do that. But the first thing I would like to do is change you to HMS Thunderchild. No, not going to happen. Okay, HMS Thunderchild it is. There we are. Right, we want another one or two, I would say. So, Titanic. Let's get another Thunderchild under construction, please. There we go. Now, this one will take a little bit to be put together. At this point, though, I'm willing to turn on the Thunderchild. You can go into combat mode and can start making your merry way around. There you go, Thunderchild. Enjoy. Now, I haven't put any armor on directly at the back of the Thunderchild because, frankly, if the Thunderchild is running away, you scoundrel, you deserve to be killed. Ah, no, 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 Titanic, it's not your time yet. No, stop, don't go into the light, Titanic. Ah, damn it. I should have been paying a bit of closer attention. There you go, you're free. Oh, dear. You're free. Please, please be free. Okay. Ah, Titanic 2, you silly sausage. I actually do really like the Thunderchild's hull, though. Just the shape of the hull itself. I really am quite fond of it. Now, it's going to take you a little while to get up there, isn't it? Yes, unfortunately. Let's go all the way out and see how the Thunderchild is moving around. Oh, look at it. It looks glorious. And you've activated your shields. Why is that? Is an enemy close? An enemy may actually be close? No, I don't think so. I hope not. Is this within 5,000 meters? Because I think your shields are programmed to turn on if they're within 5,000 meters, but I don't think it counts if they're not loaded in. So that is the test there. So we've got our second Thunderchild. This one shall be named HMS Andrew Lang. There you go, Andrew Lang. You are now in the the third season of From the Depths on my channel. Well done, though it may not be going on for all that much longer. Again, I think the main reason why I'm considering changing isn't actually the amount of work that would be involved in changing the engines, though that is quite a big reason why I haven't returned to the temple ship yet. The guns were the first part of that, but I'm comfortable enough with the guns now that I think I could make something quite beastly on it. But the changes that are on the way in, I want to wait for those to land before I start working with the temple ship. But part of the reason is simply that the way that the engines and the resources especially are going to be changing in the next update. I think it would be more fun to start the game again and actually have those changes be there from the beginning, to build around those changes, if you will. Can we get another one in? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Let's get this one built. The resource change will actually be fairly significant, in fact. Right, we'll release you. And we'll go ahead and reverse a little bit. There we go. Give it some room. There we are. Perfect. Now, if I do go ahead and start a new season, I'm tempted to bring along some of my vessels. Certainly the Abaya. It's just a beautiful vessel. If I were to rebuild it, I'd probably build it in more or less the same way that I've made it right now. So it would probably be less point in redesigning the Abaya. But then again, reiterating on the design, there may be some improvements that I could make. Additionally, the way I would play in a new season would probably be going back to the way I used to, and that is all of my designs would be in-game in real time. I wouldn't be nipping off to the vehicle designer and having a separate series, that is the Season 3 design series. I probably wouldn't be doing that if I started a new season. I would, much like the first and second seasons, everything would be done in-game. There'd be this real-time pressure on me at all times, and things wouldn't feel quite so divorced. Sometimes I feel that the design series feels very divorced from the campaign series. They're not really the same thing. I'm fairly certain if I was building the temple ship in the single-player campaign, it would already be finished by now, simply out of necessity for me to get it done. Alright, how far off are our enemies? Not that far off. We'll allow this next ship to be finished, and then we're going to engage them. Really? Would you please come out of the water? Come on now, don't be a derp. I know you want to say hello to your sibling. It's very, very exciting, being alive, but seriously now. Right, you shall be the HMS JQKE. Jack, I'm going to say. It hasn't got a name, but you shall be the HMS Jack. Right, okay. I think we're about ready to engage. Yes, marvellous. What I would like then is for you... Alright, I'm going to pull all. I want you to move up there. And I want people to be moved around you. Everyone can now be repaired. Hopefully. We'll have you there. You there. You can go at the front there. Mr. Fennicus can basically stay there. The Sobek. Wow, you're a really big ship, actually, Sobek. And the Titanic can more or less stay where it is. There we go. That's the way I want them to move in the future. There we are. Okay, we're ready to engage, I believe. So, how about we go ahead and pick a fight? Let's see how the Thunderchild is going to deal with this. It's only 2 ships. We've got a Warden and we've got a Bastion. I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright, well, Sobek, you can just be all the way over here. Titanic, you can get a little bit closer. And we're going to have our 3 Thunderchilds at the front, ready to engage. Mr. Fennicus, you can be back here. It's fine. We will go ahead and have the largest battle we possibly can. I think that's always important. And let's see how these ships do. So, down we go. There they go. Alright. I approve. Got some, by the looks of it, already got some torpedoes in the water. See bits exploding off stuff. And a lot of bullets in the air. Lots of missiles fairly close down. Please do not hit any of the Thunder Children. Thunder Children, that's... I hadn't even thought of that when I saw the name Thunderchild. I just liked the name of it, honestly. Yes, from now on, collectively, you are the Thunder Children. Wow, look at that damage. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And against someone that mostly uses shells, I very much doubt they're going to be able to do any real damage to the Thunder Children. Simply because their shields are just going to own any bullets coming in. They would have to blot out the sun with the amount of shells they were firing to really stand a chance of making a difference. Oh, you got a level up. Fantastic. Unexpected. You really should turn around. Just saying now, probably not in your best interest to continue like that. A couple of shots missing there. A few managing to hit, but not as many as I would like, I'll be honest with you. There we go. It is damaged and sinking. Health below 80% and sinking. And, wow, just lost a huge chunk of it. Okay. Well, we're going to be starting on the next one. We've also got the Aavatar joining in by the sounds of it. Let's see if any of the railgun shells are ever going to hit this. There's all the fire coming from the Aavatar, Mr. Fennicus. There we go. Really, I need to look into making some gunships with rapid fire cannons. These ones, you know, they do a decent amount of damage when they hit, but getting them to hit frequently is a bit of an issue. Here we go. Bunch of missiles inbound. There we are. You're gone. Okay, that wasn't a particularly good test of the Thunder Children. I think we're going to need another battle after this one to really explore what they can do. There we are. I wouldn't mind having a bunch of Thunder Children in with the Sobeks, the fleet of Sobek Mark IIs. I think that would be a pretty good test of it. My 2 latest designs in a mixed fleet. And just see whether they can hold themselves or not. Whoa, what on earth was damaged off in the distance there? Is one of mine damaged in the distance? I don't think so. How bizarre. Right, well, we've won that fight handedly. It really wasn't a challenge. I think then, perhaps, you, the Harbinger of Sorrow fleet, is coming with us and is going down there. I think it's high time we start removing these scallywags. And we'll start with this one. It's going to be a big fight, that one, though, so I'm going to bring down... Yeah, I'll have... yes. I think we'll have the Harbinger of Misery and Harbinger of Sorrow working together. Let's move the Harbinger of Anguish up. You can guard that area for me now. Right. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, of course. Need to bring in my binos, otherwise the map goes crazy. There we are. Now, hopefully, they'll be able to sort that out. Ah, right, I had harms and a turret went down. Ah, they need to not be there anymore. Goodbye. Yes. Goodbye. Yes. There we are. You should be able to move a little bit faster now, I'm hoping. Not particularly fast. I could have the Sobeks take this out, but we've already seen how well the Sobeks handle things. Looks like the Onyx Watch are moving small armies around. That's the other thing. If we do go back to the way that I used to record, where I'd always be playing in real time, I think it would help make the sort of feeling of threat a little bit better. Because right now, even though it took me a long time to wipe out the Deepwater Guard, the Onyx Watch really hasn't built up at all. Realistically, I can very easily deal with the sort of numbers we're seeing here. But if I was constantly under attack, one, there would just be more things happening most of the time. My designs would tend to be would evolve much faster. They'd iterate on design versions based on what's happening. But also, the enemies would have a bit more chance to build up, and we'd have much larger battles going on. And I think that would actually be quite fun. Let's get you down there as well. Are any of them going to go and play with Harbinger of Anguish? No, it doesn't look like. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. Right. Let's pull you guys into something resembling a bit more of a cruiser wall. There we go. And we'll just wait for you to join us, and then we'll get this fight on the go. Now, it would be nice to see that many Sobeks in this, though the only thing with the Sobeks is their missiles tend to just skirt the waves. It makes them really, really good at avoiding being shot down, and that's part of the design with it. When a Sobeks missile, although it's a massive missile, typically would be easy to shoot down with lasers because it's just kind of skimming the water, and at some points it just goes into the water and engages its torpedo propeller instead. Makes it largely immune to being shot down. On long distance, because initially when it launches, they're probably above the 1 meter above the water point where missile defense don't bother. But by the time that they've traveled a reasonable distance, they are literally just skimming the waves. Very handy. More ships are moving around. They're enforcing these locations, but it won't matter too much. All right, here we go. Let's get you into position. Get you into position as well. And we should have the enemy coming out to greet us. Yes, we do. Okay. What have we got? Quite a lot, I imagine. We have got a bulwark, stalwart, glaive, stockade, parapet, 2 bastions, I'm going to guess, 3 bastions, 4 bastions, and a Talamach house. Again, I'm probably pronouncing that horrifically. Okay, let's see what we can do. There are going to be a lot of ships in this battle. 50,000 does tend to tank my FPS, so I'm going to restrict it to 35. Now, the way I want this, we are going to have all of the Thunder Children in this fight right from the beginning. A very large part of this is to see how they can handle themselves, so it makes sense. There we go. We want the Titanic for its amazing repairs. We also want... Yeah, we can have the Tzeentch and Shadow Wolf. Actually, let's move the Sobek Mark II up, and we'll move down Andrew Lang just a little. Where is Andrew Lang? What? I can't see Andrew Lang. What did I just do? Oh, there we are. I moved you up instead of down. My reading... Still bad. Actually, if we move the Titanic out, the Titanic can go after the Sobek comes in, because the Sobek, Shadow Wolf, and the Tzeentch are actually fairly good repairers. Okay, I want you fairly far forward. All of you should be fairly far forward, actually, because you tend to need to come in early. We will have... Where are you? Mr. Fennicus. It's kind of strange seeing Mr. Fennicus be this tiny little ship compared to all of the other ships that are going to be in the fight. And we'll have you up there. And you along there. There we go. I think this will make for an interesting battle. I could probably have... Actually, we'll have all of you a little bit further back. There's really no reason for the Sobeks to be that close, given their enormous range. I will kind of have them staggered slightly, just so that their anti-missile defense systems don't mess each other up, and the torpedoes as well. For that reason, actually, let's move you back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready. Let us begin the battle. Let us see what there is to see about you.